Hey, guys, it's Z from Build a Business You Love, back with another small business video. It's really important to me that you guys are, watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am back with another video, and I appreciate you watching the video because I feel like I have a purpose to kind of I guess just, go over things that people don't necessarily go over when discussing small business matters, right? The things that kind of are overlooked and that I think that are equally as important as, I don't know, as a business plan or as, a marketing plan. It's so important to go over the little things as well because we're in business, right? Or you're aspiring to be in business, and you need to know what to expect. And this is what this particular video is on: setting expectations for your small business, for you as a business owner, as well as for your clients. Okay. I have some birds chirping in the background here. So if you hear them, excuse the beautiful birds chirping. But yeah, I really wanted to do this video because setting expectations for yourself and your customers can look like in a lot of different ways, right? It can look differently for everyone, for every business, for every service you provide. It can look differently. So I just kind of wanted to go over some things when you're setting expectations for yourself as a business owner, which is really important. And it doesn't matter if you're providing service or product. Okay, you should always set expectations for yourself as a business owner because you need to know how to prepare. Okay, you need to know what to tell these customers. You need to have rebuttals for when these customers are coming at you left and right, writing bad reviews, writing good reviews. Okay, you need to understand that you have to have these, I want to call it a toolbox. Okay, a toolbox of responses ready for irate customers, for dissatisfied customers, for customers who are satisfied, for customers who want a discount, right? Setting these expectations and boundaries for yourself as a business owner is very, very important. And like I said, it can look very different depending on the business, depending on the service. And when it comes to setting expectations for the customer, now this is where, it gets a little tricky. Because for the customer, everyone is different. Every customer is different. Every customer's expectations is different, right? Or different. So it's really important for you to say, hey, this is what's expected of you. This is what's expected of me, and make sure that everything is clear. Now, a lot of things can be clarified in the form of a contract, okay? And if you have a business that needs a contract, always make sure that they've signed a contract, okay? And make sure that the things that you need to be clarified are in your contract. I've seen so many businesses that actually, they want this or that, but it's not presented in the documents that they provide to their customers. And it's like, why? So make sure that whatever expectations you're setting out for your clients, your customers, make sure that if you have a contract, that it's in within the contract. Okay. Especially if it's a business like a events-based business, or a service-based business where you are, working with them on a long period of time or something like that. Make sure that the details are listed and everything is clear because it's really important to make sure that you have that communication to ensure that all of the goals are aligned. Okay, everyone has to understand what their part is in the particular goal. Sometimes it may be up to you to do something. Sometimes it may be up to the customer to do something. So you have to make sure that, whatever it is, that those things are specified with clear communication. Okay. And sometimes you may not know until you get there. And that's fine too. But make sure that you're doing your due diligence to do your research. Contracts change. It's a living, breathing document. As things happen, I know, especially for my event-based businesses and my event furniture rental businesses, as things happen, I was just adding it to my contract. Like, nope, you're not going to do this anymore. Nope, you're not going to do that anymore. So it's really important to know, moving forward, that you can do that, that nothing is set in stone. You can make changes to your customers' expectations to avoid a lot of things from happening. Okay. Also, it's also important to understand that I'm looking for my phone here. that there's clear transparency. And that goes with what I was saying about offering the deliverables, making sure cost is upfront, making sure timelines is upfront, making sure that the trust and the confidence is there. Ask them, hey, how did you find me? Hey, did you see my last video on X, Y, and Z? Or hey, have you checked out my blog? Whatever you have going on, make sure that they're a part of it so that they have that trust factor. Because as we know in selling, that know, like, and trust factor, it's very, very important. Okay. And the last comment or focus I wanted to bring to your attention is the fact that, when we are setting expectations for our clients, make sure that, and I'm going to give you an example because it can look like anything from like a t-shirt business where, you know, uh, you are creating t-shirts. There's different forms of t-shirt creations. You have embroidery, you have screen printing, you have DTF, right? You have all of these things just to create this one product. So you want to make sure that your customers understand how you can deliver that product, right? That everything is clear. Or it can look as simple as, when you're presenting something or when you're dealing with a client, letting them know, hey, I know that we've done this before, we've been over this before, but I just wanted to kind of go over this again with you. And even though, you perhaps have said this already, I think that setting the stage and letting them know, hey, even though we've done this already, we're going to go over it again. Right. And because you already set the stage, you already kind of set that expectation for them that you're going to discuss it again. If you hadn't done that, you might get a different response. You might get a response like, "Huh, I'm frustrated. We did this already." No, but if you set the stage, if you let them know, hey, this is coming. Okay. This is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to be done. And then we're going to do it. Right. So if you set the stage, let people give them time to process because we're people. Right. And give them time to process so that not feeling like they're forced or pressured right into a particular sale or situation. As a salesperson, patience is key, right? Because that's what you are. You're a salesperson if you have a business. And oops, I shook my computer. But if you are understanding of that fact, then you know that these are things that you should consider when you are, setting those expectations for the customer. I remember when, for example, I had my floors done for my event space. And I let people know, hey, you're coming to see this event now. Most times people rent the space months before their actual event. They'll say, hey, you know what? I just want to let you guys know the floors will look a little different. Here's the color. Here's a picture of how it's going to look so that you can factor it into your decor. That way, when they came in 3 months later to have their event, they're not like, blown away. I didn't know. I didn't think this was gonna go with my decor. I don't like the floor. I don't like the look. It doesn't go with my vision. I let them know ahead of time that I set that expectation in their head. I gave them time to process, and they were fine with it. There was another example where I had coached a um electrician, and he was just like, "Hey Z, this is a problem. My customers are writing bad reviews. Okay, because they keep complaining that the time is actually they have to keep resetting the time every time I shut off the lights or every time I shut off the breaker, whatever it is that he had to do on his end. They were complaining. It's like, yeah, my clients are always complaining. I'm thinking about going back and doing a 9 to 5. And I'm like, you didn't start this business so that you can do a 9 to 5, right? This is not what you plan on doing. In fact, you're going the opposite direction of what you had planned to do. You stopped your 9 to 5 so that you could work for yourself, right? So you're going backwards. So I asked him, what's the major complaint? And he said that's what it was, that, people would complain that they had to reset their clocks and their microwave ovens and their what do you call it? Their ovens and stuff like that, the actual stove, if they had the time on the stove. And it's just like, I asked him, I said, what would you think about just letting them know that beforehand? Setting that expectation in your client's head and saying, hey, if you book me, I just want to make you aware that you will have to reset your clocks on your microwaves, on your stoves, on your ovens, whatever it is that you have. And he tried it. And He said, this is perfect. Like they said, okay. And when they had to reset everything, it was not an issue. No more bad reviews. And I couldn't believe he was getting bad reviews for that, but no more bad reviews, no more, frustrated clients or customers, right? And sometimes it could just be that little thing, right? Just letting people know, hey, I'm going to have to turn off your lights for a second, or if you're a plumber, your water for a while we are working on it. And sometimes people just don't think about that stuff, right? They just don't think about it. They don't think, okay, well, I won't be able to run my laundry, or I won't be able to run my dishwasher during this process like they thought that, or how they usually do. So, setting expectations can also help with your customers' experience. It can also help with your reviews. Okay. It can also help with your client management. And I just wanted to kind of put this particular um, fact out there, or this particular expectation out there for you guys, and let you know that you should expect for clients to, kind of peel away or kind of reject certain situations if you didn't prepare them for it. So that's a part of your job as a salesperson, to prepare your clients, to prepare your customers, to prepare the people that you are servicing, and making sure that they are getting the experience, right? That you are, or that you promise, right? Or that they expect. I think so much can be obtained by good communication. So much can be accomplished by good communication, especially in business. And I just want you to keep in mind that your customer is your friend, okay? Because they're the ones giving you money. So your job is to make sure that their experience is a good one. And every customer, as long as it's a good customer, because you do have those bad customers, and those I push it aside. I don't take every customer, because you do have those bad customers. But for those good customers, the repeat customers, the ones that you want to come back, make sure you set those expectations for them. Okay. Make sure that you're clear, concise, and you communicate well. Okay. I hope this video helps someone. I am Z from Build the Business You Love. And don't forget to check out, I have some courses coming for state specific business creation, how to start a business in all 50 states. That's coming out soon. And I also have my event space course. And you can also book me for a call if you're interested in a small business strategy session. Okay. So be sure to contact me if you need to. I'm Z from Build the Business You Love. And leave some comments. I'd love to hear any stories you have of how you set your expectations for your customers and it actually worked, or or how you didn't in your bad experiences. I want to hear those too. All right. So I'll check you guys later, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.